Hi everyone. Well, 2020, what a year, hey? We started this year off in the middle of the worst bushfire crisis this country's ever seen. And then we went into the COVID-19 pandemic. Now we're in floods last week and there's another outbreak of COVID in Sydney today. It has been a really tough year for a lot of people. Workers around the country have been struggling. They've been laid off, stuck because of borders. Workers in my union haven't been able to get to work because they had to cross borders. We know that 2021 is going to bring us some heartache with the Morrison government attack on workers. So the new IR bills that are coming out, we have to fight. It is going to be a very, very tough time for workers in this country if he continues on this path. We need to stand up and fight against them. We've just come out of the 16 days of activism for ending violence against women. At the beginning of that 16 days, I asked the Morrison government to do a couple of things. And one of those was to ratify the ILO Convention 190. It didn't happen. I also asked them to implement the recommendations of the Respect at Work report that came out in March. Didn't happen. On World Human Rights Day last Friday, I asked them also to release the Billawheeler family that are stuck on Christmas Island. Guess what? That didn't happen. They could be a compassionate government. It's as simple as a stroke of a pen, but they haven't. So there is a young family on Christmas Island this Christmas that is stuck there for their third Christmas in detention by a government that just doesn't care. I mean, we've got a government that is attacking workers around the country. We are trying really, really hard to innovate and find new industries for workers. We've got offshore wind that is being blocked. There are 5 projects around the country that are being blocked by the federal Liberal government. Angus Taylor has got something in his inbox that he needs to put into Parliament early next year so that those offshore wind projects can go ahead. Early this year, we asked the federal government to buy the Aurora Australis and keep it as an emergency response vessel. That didn't happen. The Aurora Australis has now gone off our coast last week. The new Yingna, the new build that has been built overseas, is not ready yet because of COVID. There's going to be a temporary replacement vessel called the MPV Everest. The government is crewing that with foreign seafarers. Not a single Australian has been picked up on that new vessel. The Australian Antarctic Division of the Australian Federal Government should be ensuring that Australian seafarers are on that run down to Antarctica this year. It's as simple as that. So stay safe on the roads, and to all the essential workers out there that have carried us through this year, all of you know who you are, the health workers, the educators, the teachers, the ones that are stocking the shelves, the workers out at Coles at Smeaton and Grange that have been locked out by their employer just before Christmas, the wharfies and the seafarers, all of you that have been getting this country going in the most difficult of circumstances, thank you for all that you have done. So have a very Merry Christmas and a happy and safe New Year.